everybody. All right, so I'll sit here for a moment and just check my technology and make sure things are working. So that'll just take just a moment. So bear with me. Bear with me as I check technology. All right, computer's here. Sorry, this takes me a moment. My brain is definitely not screwed on very well right now. Hola! Alright, great. So, yeah, we're definitely live. Hola! Ooh, okay. You can hear me just fine, it seems. Alright, that's good. Oh, I see a little emoji on my laptop. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, it seems like everything's working. Do I post it? Sure. Why not? The algorithms all nerf, like, my links, but, like, what am I gonna do? Alright, cool. What we do in the Shadow Realm. That's something I thought of, like, before Shadow of the Erdtree, but that's because I like Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was like, this is actually the Shadow Realm. So that's what this stream is gonna be called. And I did something that I did kind of... not promise, but it was like, oh, if I can, I'm gonna try to do it. I'll show you in just a second right after I post. Oof, sorry. Yeah, it looks like I posted everything I needed to. What are you gonna do? Alright, so since the kitty often jumps up on the couch, I'm thinking of maybe putting my laptop over there. Because, like, he might jump around. We know him by now. He's allowed in these streams in this room. There we go. Laptop goes there. Yeah. And I go here. Alright. So last time we did the Saint Trina mission, like all of it. We even did the Stone Coffin Fisher, all that good stuff. I was just looking for the cat because I do not know where he is. Oh no. What kind of trouble is he making? Sorry. Like, oh no. Sometimes he scares me. And I don't know where he is at any given moment. Oh. You're in the bathroom. Hello. Sorry. He's in the bathroom. I've had to shut my toilet lid because he tries to drink out of it now. Little boy has kidney disease, so he's gonna try to drink out of every possible vessel. So I give him a regular water and water in a glass to, like, encourage him to drink. It's hard. Times is hard. Alright. So, yeah, so what I have a lot of different mini dungeons that I have not done. I was thinking of doing that and possibly really exploring the Cerulean Coast because I didn't really do that. I just kind of ran over. So I was like, Trina! You know how it is. So there's Dragon's Pit. I think I marked this twice. It's Egon. Let's see. Which are, like, some of the earliest? I think let's do Ballarat Jail. Yeah, I don't know if I already mentioned it. Hi, Frankie, how are you? We just went through 2 back-to-back major hurricanes, so I am all kinds of discombobulated right now. I was like, should I even do this? And I was like, I feel like I want to feel normal at this moment, so yeah. And I spent my last dollars on mixers, and I have made a Saint Trina. So this is a concoction that I kind of created. It's definitely imperfect. It needs, like, something sweet to balance it, I think. But it, yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll answer Frankie's question. So my home, it was fine. I was very lucky, though. Because, like, I've seen, even just, like, in passing, I've seen all kinds of destruction. Like, we had Hurricane Helene happen 2 weeks ago, which is, like, my area got, like, battered by it. And then Hurricane Milton just, like, gave us a double whammy. My apartment it's a higher floor. It's like a 3rd floor. So I won't, it's very unlikely that I'll get affected by floods. Storm surge is more of a danger, and that's why we got evacuated, because there was a genuine fear of a high storm surge. So luckily we didn't have that, but the counties below us did. But we had a ton of rain and flooding in my area. My apartment was very lucky. I checked the windows because the winds were very strong here. The windows were fine. Apparently I didn't even lose electricity, so I was like, I can make my eggs that I had in the fridge. And I had a cooler that I brought to my friend's house. I brought any of the perishable food. They were fine too. Their house was like perfectly good. They just had a little debris. So yeah, luckily I was fine. Apartment was fine, but I did evacuate because they, when they tell you to evacuate, you evacuate. It was just like not something that you play around with. Yeah, I got out really lucky, because I saw, like, in the past few weeks I've seen tons of like houses and like complexes on the lower levels, people just kind of putting every one of their possessions in the front because they just got that much damage. Ooh, I'm like covered in Vaseline right now. Am I mad? No, I'm not mad that I'm blurry. Yeah, I'm a little blurry right now. Okay, we're being moody. But yeah, I made a St. Trina, and it's a flowery concoction. It is a velvety purple, as you can see, and it is has a floral taste. It's with the, I think it's pea flower gin, and that's why it's purple. I added elderflower tonic and a lavender simple syrup to sweeten it up. I definitely think it needs more. I would love to add a little citrus maybe to it, to sweeten it up, and more too. But like, oh yeah, you know what though? That's a good mix of flavor. No, actually that's fine. But yeah, I would like to add a little more to it, but I think as a prototype, this is a good St. Trina. It's a nice velvety purple. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, can I make it velvety? And then I added the gin, I added the lavender was a really beautiful color. That's good. That's gonna get me white girl wasted, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. Oh, I'm crisp again. I know, right? It probably would put me to sleep, Frankie. Yeah, that's the stuff I've been dealing with. I'm just trying my best to be a person. I like worked through most of it. Oh, hello. I worked through most of it, which is perhaps an unfortunate choice, but like when the hurricanes, when I needed to evacuate, I was a little behind, but I like did a lot of negotiating and like a little work, a lot of negotiating, and now I think once I finish the assignment I'm currently working on, I should be all caught up. If only I had a friend. Oh, because he's sad. But I had later this week I have a Vegas trip planned. But that's been in the works for a year, and I prepaid for pretty much every aspect of that trip. So I'm like, I'll go. I'm struggling so hard, but like, okay, I'll be sad in Vegas then. Oh, he's crying. Frozen maggot! First off, dung, and then short the brink. Short on the brink. Oh my. He's using that as a chamber pot. I'm not gonna bother that little fella. More frozen maggots. What does that mean? You know, I don't even know if I've ever seen that. All items? Oh, item crafting. I'm confused now. Oh no, item craft. Okay, I was in the totally wrong thing. I'm gonna be discombobulated today. I hope you can all bear with me. My brain is not screwed on correctly at all. So, mainly found in jails. Frozen maggots that somehow continue to wriggle. Material used for crafting items, mainly found in jails. The maggots develop in great jar innards and are invaluable source of sustenance to the prisoners. Ew! They don't even get bread and water. They don't get lobster. Apparently that was an infamous prison meal that they ate so much that they got tired of it. And now it's like a luxury meal. Interesting. Interesting stuff. And you can tell that, like, I've been through... Oh my god. So I've been through Bonnie Village. I don't know like everything about it yet, but I do know Marika's from Bonnie Village, I think. And the people of Bonnie Village were persecuted, and like for some reason their flesh was very malleable, so they would put them in the living jars. Horrifying, absolutely horrifying. Living jars is people. That doesn't make anything that Marika did correct, though, in my opinion. Ah, okay, girl. Silverhorn Tender. So a little bit of that cash money. But I've been, whenever I've had the luxury of thinking of things that aren't immediate danger, St. Trina, that whole mission has been on my mind. It's been like haunting me. That it's such a beautiful and sad story to that jump attack ahead. Or just this. Unless something jumps on me, in which case I'm scared. Oh yeah, there's tons of jars here. That's why they're jar innards. And it is cold, you can see from the ice. Is this where they made the jars? Oop, that person just passed by. Having a day. Ooh, the lighting here is great. Alright. That wasn't the best clip, but it's like, it's fine, it's usable. Seems familiar. Oh! So there are two different ways. Try key! Butthole! Maybe it opens from the other side. We shall see. Why is it always bug? Oh, is it maggots? Yeah, it's oh, they're all over the place. I would be getting out of here right now. Yeah, I don't mind today just doing, like, just messing around in the Shadow Realm. This is good. I do think it's missing something, though. But it's good. It's like a good drink. But I think it needs, like, at least one more little additive to it that, like, isn't liquor. And I had to put quite a bit of the syrup in it to, like, balance it out because it was so floral. And it being floral was, like, important because I was like, St. Trina is a flower. So I needed to make it floral. Listen carefully. Likely edge. Lord? Oh, I can hear them. Edge, oh edge. Is this, have I been here? She doesn't even go here. Do I go here first? Time for rump. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, mean. Oh, someone's mad. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have attacked his friend. Maybe that was me. Am I the baddie? Definitely something to ask yourself. Especially when you're boo-hooing about things that are your own fault. Am I the baddie? Hole! Correct. What is around here? Oh! I mean, I don't want to attack these guys. They're just... You can tell they're in misery now. Item crafty, likely... Like, item crafty! That's where my brain is at the moment. Item crafty! Therefore Elden Ring! Broken rune. Okay, you're mean. So you die. Okay. Yay, thank you for filling me full of maggots. Thank you so much. Thank you for the maggots. Okay. Oh, that's so cool! Okay, hold on. Let me get a little footage. That was enough to justify topping off, in my opinion. Whoa. No! I missed it. I messed it up. It's all about getting that steadiness, and for some reason I struggle with that in Elden Ring. More than in like Bloodborne and DS3. DS1, I don't think I took any footage of it. No, because I was on an Xbox 360. So I was like, you know what, I'm just playing this for leisure. No videos. Ooh, what do you have to say, buddy? Oh, please, not the jar. Anything but that. I promise. I won't ever do it again. I swear, a living saint I'll surely be. Please, you must forgive me. Forgive me, please. Oh, man! So they put the people mainly in the jails into the jars. This is sad, because we, like, love Alexander, and we love the jars, and they have no idea, like, what makes them them. They're just like, yes! The innards make me strong. Visions of friends. Aw, true. Because it's like Alexander. Wait for that ghost to go away and take a little screen cap. There we go. No! Not the blood stain! I hear something. I was waiting for the ghost to go away. But it's being so rude right now. I think there's snow on my cap. Yeah, people are just dead wrong, in my opinion, when they say no art direction. Like, that's just dumb. Like, this is... Oh, man. Like, that's art direction. Like, having these jars... Hold on. Like, the design choices they made, like, do you see this in any other game? Like, answer quickly. Like, no, you do not. So all the people are like, ooh, it still looks like a PS2 game. Like, play a PS2 game, then. And come back to me. You know, I'm sick of a lot of gamers right now. I'm sick of it. Like, a lot of the community just kind of... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think it became an echo chamber in a way. Time for beating to a pulp. Okay, is there something larger? Yeah, this looks too open. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh no! No! Oh, that's like something from Junji Ito. Speaking of, have you guys seen the Uzumaki anime? I only saw episode 1. I heard episode 2 was kind of a bust, which really stinks, but episode 1 was beautiful. I do think the pacing seems too fast, though. Ooh, neat. So, rune 3. Oh, the innards. Oh, that made my stomach turn. I'm gonna just guess these are stairs. I'm gonna use these as stairs. Oh my god. Try jumping. Oh no. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Too high up. Oh, too high up. Yeah. Oh my god. Agreed. Oh my god. I really struggle with these like platform challenges. They're so From Software though. Like these are like the perfect challenges, but I'd struggle with them. Yeah, I think the third is out, but what did you think of the second? Because I haven't seen it yet, but I heard the animation's a little busted. Because apparently there was some drama with the team, and they got rid of, like, the whole team that worked on the first, so then they had a different team work on the second. I'm like, don't do that. So true. I agree, Pastor Muppets. But this one, I, like, love this art direction. Like, the way that it's stylized, like, it's realistic, but also stylized at the same time. Hard to describe. It's a good, whoa, fuck, marriage of the two. Oh, I just heard a little snap. Sometimes that means I'm having connection trouble. Okay, my stream looks just fine, so. Try rolling. Ooh, good advice. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, yeah. First off, gesturing. Do you gesture? Is there a gesture? I don't know. Are they friend or foe? Oh, hello. Babies! Ah! And then the innards come out, so you're like, what a waste. Oh wow, they're very weak to magic. Oh, that's nasty. I'm gonna take a video of that. Oh no, but maybe I should be more conservative with videos. I've gotten to the point where I've taken so many Elden Ring videos, oh gross, that now I'm like running out of space. Could this be friend? But enemy! That was great though, in terms of like you jumped on all of them, but one of them just attacks you. Yeah, like that's so much. I think the pacing was like just too fast because when you read the manga, or I read the manga maybe in like 2020 and 2021, I think across both years because I really took my time with Uzumaki. And it felt like such a slow burn. Like it took me a while to read it and I didn't mind because it's kind of like you slowly descended into the madness of Uzumaki. And at the end, it was like, oh, it's so unsettling. Like the ending is so unsettling, but like at the same time, it's such a satisfying experience, like horror experience, in my opinion. Be wary of right. Oh, oh, it's so stomach turning. Truly gross. Like, is my stomach turning because it's gross? Yes, but also because, like, whew, been through some things in the past, like, few weeks. So I'm not gonna have the strongest stomach at the moment. Oh my god. This looks so cool. That was cool, but I think instead... Ugh. That's always so scary when I do that. Yes, put this, like, fill the frame with this. And we'll just, like, chill here for a moment. And it'll take a video. Oh, I hear something. Oh my god! Where'd you come from? Ew, it bleeds! Oh! At least I got a good video there. It's sad because, like, be wary of pair, therefore try target lock. I feel, oh my god! I feel like Junji Ito's anime adaptations truly can't catch a break. I don't know if I've truly seen a very good one. I tried, like, they had a selection of his short stories that they released a couple of years ago. And I tried, I couldn't finish it. I'd be like, alright, I'll get through an episode a week, and I couldn't even do that. But, like, I think I was, like, 1 episode or 2 episodes left, and I was like, ah, I'm good. Which is really unfortunate. Jumping, and then try jumping. Oh no, they warned me. Elden Ring. Will I be able to get back up there? I don't know. Did I wreck it? It is a curse. I think, it's hard to replicate that kind of horror in, like, a moving sense. Awful. Truly grotesque. So... Oh, okay, there's here and then there's there. Oh my god. Is one of those things healthy? Oh, I'm scared. Lost Ashes of War. Neat. And there are things up there, but how do I get them? Torrent! Torrent, save me. So Uzumaki also have a live action movie. You're interested to watch it after the anime. Maybe with real people it's different. Yeah, that's interesting. If you watch it, let me know. That's not, oh fuck. Damn it. That sounds fascinating. Oh, I'm destroying everything. I'm not doing a good job here. I'm sure you could probably get up from that ladder. Oh no, I'm missing things! And like, do I want to go through this jail again? No. No, I do not. Frankly, no. I want to cower and play Riven, the sequel to Myst, okay? I don't think I can do it. Not from here. Ah, that stinks. Yeah, that's not working. It's not working. Yeah, I think I missed my ticket. I think my ticket was that letter. You're so mean. Let me climb on your jars. How do you get up there? Did I miss something? I probably did. I probably just straight up missed something. Yeah. Let me go back up there. Oh, and right now, you know what? My stomach turning also could be the fact that I'm under a boil water advisory, so it's like, ugh. So I could be dealing with, I could be getting down with the sickness. I don't know. Times have been rough. Oh my god. That's sad. So I'm hoping I don't get down with the sickness, but like, it is a possibility. Because they're like, oh yeah, like, because a water main broke in my area. Water main broke, and we lost sewer for like a day, but I was evacuated still. So I'll be like, okay, I'll just use your bathroom. Thank you, friends. And then we're on a boil water advisory, which means that you can't drink the water. You can't wash your... I mean, if you have a dishwasher, apparently you can wash dishes with it. I'm not trusting it right now. Like, if you have a dishwasher. If it's by hand, you cannot wash. And then you can shower, you just have to not let any of the water touch your face. And yeah, you can't, what else? I think I've covered most of it, but it's pretty gross. Hi, Ryan! Yeah, just stuff is happening now. It's still in the boil water advisory right now. Yes, dishwasher has heating elements that can heat up the water to sanitation levels. Yep. That's what the guidance I read said. But I'm like, oh no, because I've been washing my hands with it too. So I'm just like hoping that, you know, I washed it thoroughly enough. They say you have to let it completely dry after, like... Yeah, I'm hoping I've been doing the right things. Ah, I did it! Try running and then try jumping. Okay. Ugh. Ah, no. How did I get up here? Ah, yes! Did it. Yay! Cracked pot. Oh, this is so weird. I will try, if my stomach turns, I will try to mute it. Because that was not necessarily something I wanted to share on stream. Woo! Oh great! Innard meat! How tasty! I couldn't wait for innard meat. Ugh. What is innard meat? What is it? What's innard meat? I want to do a double jump, but yeah, this isn't the game for it for sure. Like you can go on torrent. Okay. Throw at enemies to inflict damage. Scraps of flesh for filling great jars. Ew. Rancorous spirits cling to pinkish red twitching meat. I have to sit down. Throw at enemies to inflict damage. This is what becomes of the condemned who get sliced up and stuffed into jars to become saints instead. Oh no. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my air conditioning up. It's definitely so unsettling. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna have to sit down for this. This is ridiculous, so okay. Okay, I feel a little better. Okay. This is so gross. Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Oh! No! Absolutely not! What just happened? What are those? No. Oh god. I gotta say, this whole village does into jars and curses. It's very Cool Elna. Yes, it's true. So if you're not familiar, Cool Elna is it's a fictional village from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's actually based on a real village called Deir el Medina in Egypt. Oh god. And the real village actually was a workers' village. It's one of the few villages in ancient Egypt that was built on that side of the Valley of the Kings, because it was thought that if you lived on one side of the Valley of the Kings, you got buried on the other. So Deir el Medina was one of the few where you lived where the people were buried, and that's because they were like known as the tomb builders. There's great documentation from that village. And angry letters, which I love. Like, people smack talked from that village, and I was like, yes, this is so appropriate. But lots of like really good stuff in that village. They used it as a basis for Cool Elna, which is the fictional village from Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's where the Millennium items come from, because one of the pharaohs, I think it's the pharaoh's brother, Akhenaten, they were like at war, and he was like, oh, we can win the war, but with this like dark magic, but in order to get these items that are dark magic that can protect us, we have to sacrifice like a whole lot of people. So they sacrificed the people of Cool Elna, and Bakura was the sole survivor of Cool Elna massacre, and that's why he's so fixated on like destroying everything, basically, because he makes a deal with the dark spirit, I think, with who was behind it all. Not realizing, I don't think, that he was indeed behind it all. But he did it because he was alone, he had no family, he was the sole survivor, he was just a kid when it happened. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, it reminds me of that because it's like all the really grotesque sacrifice. The bodies of the people were put into the 7 Millennium items. It's very like disgusting, and the poor child bore witness to all of that. So basically, you could say he didn't do anything wrong, which is a partial, which, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but was he justified and was he right? Yes. He was right. And I should say it. So Akhenaten was a real pharaoh. In the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fictional universe, his name is Akhenaten, and then his brother, the pharaoh, was named Akhenaten, I think? Really similar to that pronunciation. Lovable sort, a lovable sort. So yes, in the real life, Akhenaten is the pharaoh. And he was the pharaoh he moved the capital from, I forgot where the original capital was. I'm not thinking straight right now because I'm trying to defeat these giant jars. But he moved it to Amarna from the original capital, and people were very pissed off. And then he said that all gods were one, which also pissed people off. Oh no, the lovable sword are after me. I'm gonna run away. I don't want to fight you. Ah! 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 No! Stop! No! Oh my god! No! I'm gonna run away. Oh my god! There's nowhere to run! I was like, is this where I die? Ah! 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 I want to get out of here. I'm sorry, little jars. I'm sorry, little buds. Oh my god, I'm in so much trouble. I just didn't want to fight these little dudes. They're my friends. There was nowhere to run. Oh no, I'm out of magic. I'm in danger. How many of these do I have? Oh, okay, I have a good amount. I'm gonna use Starlight Shards. I have no magic right now. It was, I forget which, I genuinely forgot. Who was saying Memphis or Thebes? It's Pastor of Muppets. It might have been, but I genuinely don't remember. Ah, no! Oh, so gross. No. It defeated, but at what cost? There's a secret elevator here? I sure do want to go back up. Sorry, my stomach's hurting so much right now. Oh, there it is. There's a fog gate there. You think Memphis is the capital of Lower Egypt and Thebes is the capital of Upper. Yeah, I would have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, is this the elevator? Is this it? Friends. Friends. Help me. Help me, I'm poor. That too. Oh, that's it. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, I was like joking around in my head and I was like, oh, I guess it's going to be ice soup until Tuesday. And Tuesday's when I get paid. Because in the last, since my last paycheck, we've had 2 hurricanes, which means I have like nothing. I have nothing to my name. Oh, thank you, Frankie. But like, I was like, oh, I guess it's ice soup for me. And then I was like, wait, nowhere has ice and there's no water. Oh, wow. This is so missed of them. Yeah, I had heard. So I follow a weatherman named Dennis Phillips. And he saw so there is a hurricane currently in the Atlantic and it's coming our way, which is very, very worrying. There's like a 60-ish% chance it's gonna form, which is not great because it's still like a, very, very far from non-zero. You know what I mean? And then what was I gonna say? Do I remember it all? No. Ugh! But yeah, but the weather, Dennis Phillips said that like he's not worried because since this is an October storm, oh my god, it's likely to get swept up in the Atlantic. He did say never though. He's like, never say never, but it's most likely that this is going to get swept up in a cold front and end up in the Atlantic, which would be great, but I don't know. And we've had such terrible luck lately, and everyone's like, there's a third one. And we're like, oh, Jesus Christ. I went to the liquor store today to get my mixers, and like, oh, the employees there were so understandably so tired. I felt so bad, and I passed by a bunch of like really terrible destruction on the way, like rows and rows of homes like putting all their possessions out on the front lawn, like everything, all their furniture, their cabinets. I saw a couch, like it was so sad. And it's the sort of thing where, like, you know, that they always tell you, they're like, oh, home ownership is like the ultimate thing. And I saw all that and I was like, I don't know. Like, because you are responsible for all that stuff, and I know that there's insurance, but insurance doesn't necessarily pay out a lot. So just awful stuff. Just really sad. Like, I saw this during Helene as well, and like, imagine getting a double whammy like that. Like, unimaginable destruction. Like, and it could have been worse. That's the worst part. Like, there's minimal injuries and minimal casualties, but also like tons of destruction. Yeah, just bad stuff. I'm going on my trip anyway, but my main concern is Salem. Because I don't want to, like, the one thing is that, like, people are like, why did you, like, I went to New York right before the last one. I didn't even know it would form, and it formed while I was up in New York. And people were like, why did you go up? I'm like, well, one, I didn't know it would form. It was, like, another one of those, like, 40-60% chance deals, and that became Milton. And then they were like, why did you come back? And I'm like, well, my cat. Like, I'm not leaving Salem alone in, like, a catastrophic storm. Like, no way. Hi, Astro Kraken. Yeah, I'm not leaving Salem. Like, I'm gonna do what I can to get back. So I'm hoping that this storm doesn't come while I'm, like, away, because I'll be in Las Vegas. I'm going to the When We Were Young festival. That is in Las Vegas, and then I'm going to a friend's house after. So I'm gonna be gone for, like, 5-6 days, something like that. So it's a little while. So I'm just hoping the storm does not hit. And in a pinch, I do have a friend who has a key to my place. So I could be like, hey friend. Yeah, in an emergency situation, I'd contact my friend, and they would probably come and collect Salem, hopefully. But I think they might be out too. So worst case, I also have a pet sitter coming. So yeah, we will see. Oh my god. I don't know if maybe I missed a way back up, because I would love to refresh. Yes! Yeah, I'm super excited for the festival. I hope everything goes well. I hope that the third storm doesn't come. Oh, I have no magic, so this is very worrisome. So what do I do here? Maybe another Starlight Shard, just in case. I hope this isn't too bad, because I am, like, all out of stuff. Yeah, my goal, like, even if I miss, like, half of the festival, My Chemical Romance is gonna be there. So I want to see MCR. Even if I miss, like, half of the sets, I'm gonna try to come in for the later sets. But then I realize that I'm on the East Coast. So the end of, like, they're gonna do, I think, MCR and then Fall Out Boy, which is awesome, because I definitely want to see Fall Out Boy again. I saw them last year, and they were so much fun. But then I'm gonna be so tired, because it ends at midnight, which means it ends at 3 in the morning for my brain. Oh! Yes, I do have that talisman, I think. I think this is pretty good for now. If I die, maybe I'll get the Sacrificial Twig. So what do I have? Non-physical damage, boost physical damage, spellcasting time, and blood loss. Okay, that's actually solid. I'll take away that. Alright. This is the best I can do. I'm a little scared. Ah! My whole game froze. Oh, wow. The delays on this kind of suck, and then I just feel like I'm not fast enough. So, oh well. I'll stand for a minute. Look, this is Yoda-looking guy. So true. So we'll go to the Stake of Marika. I did have 100,000 runes, which is really unfortunate. But he is fairly weak to magic, so I'll try to launch some magic at him. We'll see. Right, kitty? He's ignoring me. He's ignoring me because I didn't give him second dinner. I'm probably gonna give him second dinner because for some reason he does not like pate. And my vet gave me a pate because he's on a kidney diet. But I mix it with non-kidney stuff because so with kidney cats, they get really picky. So if you don't have like a lot of variety, they'll just like stop eating something that they used to love like yesterday. So you still have pate. Now he does not like pate. The vet gave me a free pate, and she was like, well, this can is kind of destroyed. I can't sell it. Would you like it for free? And I'm like, yeah. So I got it. I fed it to him, and he had a few good bites. Like, he ate a fair amount, but then he was like running away. So I'm like, no, eat more. Yeah, he's like a hobbit. Sometimes I give him second breakfast. If he doesn't eat the first, I'll give him another. Because he's been losing a lot of weight because of the kidney disease. So, I'm trying to keep his weight up, actually. It's funny, because everyone used to make fun of him for being chubby, and now he's not chubby anymore. And I'm like, it never mattered that he was chubby, because he was healthy, and now he's not healthy, and he's skinny. Ooh, I'm getting dangerously close to being frostbitten. Oh, it's missing all my magic attacks! Yay, second try! There we go. Hey Alice, what's up? Yeah. Oh yeah, no worries, Ryan. And I phrased it like that anyway. It was like, oh yeah, he'll have second dinner. And like sometimes he'll have second breakfast. So yeah, if he doesn't eat enough, like, and he was whining after I fed him, so I'm like, I'll consider feeding him again. Demi-human swordsman Yosh. Alright, Yosh. Sorry, I'm gonna burp again. And I had leftovers that I cooked yesterday, and I was fine yesterday, so I'm like, oh no, I hope I didn't mess something up. Because if, for any new people, I'm on a boil water notice, so there's like a possibility, there's a very possibility, like, if like water from my sink interacts with like any of my food, or drinking water, or if I brush my teeth with it, could have like norovirus germs, and I'm like, ugh. So I'm doing my best. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirit of Yosh, the demi-human swordsman. Yeah, he's kind of like Bok, the seamster. Oze, a master swordsman who devoted himself to star-lined sword, realized the only ruin awaited at the end of the procession of stars. Oh, wow. And imprisoned himself in order to forestall it. Oh, wow. So maybe it's kind of like how, you know how Selin was thinking of like bringing back the primeval sorceries and then just like led her to ruin. However, Yosh, an apprentice who absorbed this technique, stubbornly refused to heed his master's words and spent his entire life aside in defiance of his self-imposed seclusion. So, do I get his sword? Alright, still no treasure chest. Is there anything for me here? Because I am so done. I am so done. Maybe I'll go back to the Cerulean coast. Liar! Salem's had it with mushes. Oh no, he's just adjusting on his little bed. Oh my god, my cute little baby. I hate leaving him too. Like whenever I'm on vacation, I'm like, I love my cat. It's so sad. I just really love him and I want to be around him all the time. Get his book of poetry. Great. Love it. I got a new helm? Okay, I'll have to take a look. Get a little more water. This was left over. This is my Helene water. My Hurricane Helene water. And now I used it after Hurricane Milton. I'm almost out. Like, normally I'll get a big case of water before a hurricane. And if I don't need it, it takes me like a year to have all the waters that I bought. But I'm almost out. But that's because I've been like washing, like if I did cook a few times. So like I washed my pan a bunch of times, but I washed it with just like bottled water. I could boil it, but that makes me scared too. Ooh, okay. So yeah, funniest one I'll see. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm a little discombobulated from everything. So if I forget something or if I miss something, you know, it's par for the course because my brain isn't. Oh, yes, you're right. I got the Great Jar helmet. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't realize that was a helmet. This is like, let me solo her. A great jar fits comfortably over the head when upturned. Attire of the shamans who perform their worship at jails. So they go to jails to worship. Increases the power of thrown pots of all size. They offer their prayers to the innards of the great jars, such that they might be reborn one day into sainthood. This is the cycle of death and rebirth, taken into the hands of mortal men. Yeah, so I'm in Florida. I happen to be in the exact area that was affected. I got evacuated the last one. I just got home yesterday. So Hurricane Helene passed and I got extremely lucky with that. It was awful. Like, there are people who were on ground floors and who had houses who like got super flooded from the really high storm surge and they lost like everything. And then Milton happened, which is in the exact same area that got affected. And then, so my area did not get storm surge. However, there was, I think at one point, within like a couple of hours, we had 16 inches of rain, which caused some really dramatic flooding. My area was flooded, but my neighborhood was fine. And my apartment didn't lose power, but I did get evacuated, so I didn't know that until my building emailed us. So I was like, oh, cool, my eggs are still good. And then, yeah, so my apartment was great. The building is like only 10 years old, so not that old at all. So I can remove this marker. How do I remove this particular one? Oh no. I would like to remove this marker. Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect. Alright, I think instead of doing another jail, because that was a very intense experience. My brain's very scrambled. Yeah, I ended up evacuating to some friends in the next city over and north of the coast. And they're so far away from the coast that they are not in a evacuation zone at all. And their house did great. They didn't lose, they like barely lost, like their power flickered a little bit. Their walls were totally fine. Their windows were fine. We were afraid that a tree might fall on my car, so I moved it in the middle of the night. Tree was fine, luckily. Oh, the pot is different. Sorry, this is my attention span. But yeah, this is unprecedented. This is never, I don't know if this has ever happened where they got like 2 major hurricanes within 2 weeks. Like, that's insane. Like, that's not normal. Like, when I moved to Florida, There had not been a landfall hurricane in Florida for 15 years, I think they said. They're like, oh yeah, it's been like 15 years. Like, it's not, like, you're not at risk or anything. Like, but things have changed since then. But, like, it's so sad to see, like, it's always my area. Or, like, along the Gulf Coast. It's like, leave us alone. Okay, so these stone coffins, like, they do look like ships. So maybe they were, like, coffin ships like the Vikings had. This explains a ton now that I've done the stone coffin fissure. So this area was touched by death. And they had that corpse liquor in them, which must have spilled all over. And of course, it must have seeped down, down, down into the fissure where St. Trina ended up. This is interesting coming back to this now. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's awful because there are so many things we could be doing. Like, I mean, I'm from the US. Like, there's tons that the US and the rest of the world could be doing to curb climate change, and we're just not. And then, like, of all the things that, like, my country, the US, is legislating, they're not legislating, like, better for the climate or sustainability. Like, it's like they don't care. I just feel, I'll be honest with you guys, I feel like, I'm not, like, you know, one of those, like, people are like, the government won't save us, you know, like, not to stereotype. I know some really sweet Southern people, but, like, I'm not that disenfranchised, but I'm dissatisfied, and I just think that they should be legislating the right things instead of stupid bullshit. I try not to get political. But women's bodies is one, like, stay out. Ah! It's like the witches of Hemwick! Look at that! But more annoying! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, that's so annoying. They are more annoying than the Witches of Hemwick. 'Cause they at least, like, were kind of slow. Yeah, like, people should, like, and I think I saw, when Milton was coming, I actually saw some really cruel things that people said who, like, are not, obviously not from the area. And they were so cruel, because some of the local governments here, like, are very, like, uncaring. They're not the best. But that doesn't mean that the people here deserve to suffer, you know? And they were like, well, that's what you get for electing. I'm like, first of all, shut up. Like, shut up. And also, like, climate change is something that, like, eventually you won't be able to run from it anymore. Like, we're getting it now, but, like, you'll get it eventually. Like, that's a promise. It will happen. It's not even just me being vengeful, which, yeah, I am being a little vengeful, but, like, at the same time, like, it will happen. And then when that happens to them, like, I'm not gonna be an asshole to them, you know? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be a mean person to them, because, like, what's the use of being an asshole to people who, like, have lost everything from these storms? Oh my god, yeah, and speaking of, are you cool from Hurricane Helene? I know that it went up to Tennessee and it really, like, hit North Carolina really badly because they were on the eastern side of the storm. If anyone doesn't know, there's usually, like, a good side of a hurricane and a bad side. Eastern side of the eye, like to the right of the eye. Bad side. It's where it just dumps rain all over everything. So that's why North Carolina got hit so badly. And, like, I don't think it's the end of the world or anything like that. And I think this is the thing, though. I think that there's so much that we can do to help. Like, in the Victorian times, like, the industry was so, like, it was very proliferated. And, like, there was smoke belching out of all the towers. Like, the air quality in the cities was just absolutely horrendous. But we passed laws. Like, we passed laws, other industrial nations passed laws to fix that because they saw how badly people were getting sick and, like, how badly we were treating the world. So I'm like, we can still do that. Like, I have every bit of hope, but we have to do the right thing. Like, we can't be, like, stupid. We can't go on the way that we've been going on. Generative AI is another thing that we should heavily legislate, but they're not doing it. Like, for example, the deep fakes of certain people, like, not allowing that, or I'd say, like like, say if we can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, like, I'm not a fan of generative AI, but if I don't like it at all. But if it's impossible to put the toothpaste back in the tube, what we can perhaps do instead is legislate generative AI so that there are only so many data centers, because it takes up a massive amount of energy and it's extremely wasteful. That and legislating deep fakes and things like that so that someone's likeness can't be used. Also, I would want them to, like, if you're using generative AI, you have to label that you did, whether it's writing, images, or so on and so forth. Like, you have to be clear, like, this was made out of generative AI. And last thing is, if you are a creator, you would have to, it's not an opt-out of situation, you would have to specifically opt in. You know that they're never going to do that. But I feel like my demands are fair. But you know they're never going to do any of that. But at least I was like, okay. I've had some thoughts. But yeah, I'm like, if we can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, how can we make this a more humane experience for everybody? And not make everybody so miserable and, like, not destroy the environment, because, like, it's doing a number on the environment. There are some ESG, like environmental social governance laws going up in, like, throughout the UK and Europe, which is great. This is stuff I actually do have to know for my job, like, so, like, okay, these people need to comply with these laws, like, what can we do technologically to, like, make it easier for them to comply, like, that sort of thing. And it makes me happy to know that, like, Europe seems to be, like, leading the front of, like, being like, hey, we actually need to protect this world. Right now I'm just kind of effing around and, like, exploring. Ooh, I missed a few comments because I was getting heated. So I saw Miss My Home State, very few natural disasters from past storm Muppets. Yeah, like, where I come from, we have blizzards and occasional hurricanes, but that's, like, the worst it gets. Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally understand, Alice. Oh, you're in New York, so you're okay. Good. I'm really happy to see that. Yeah, Tennessee's not the best for trans legislation, and that makes me all kinds of sad. Like, there's so much that we can do here on, like, the floor of these, like, red states, to help. But it requires them to stop, like, gerrymandering. You know how it is. You're from Tennessee, so you get it. They do a lot of gerrymandering, things like that. So even if you do vote, like, in the interest of, like, say, like, trans rights or women's rights, et cetera, like, they could redraw districts in favor of one party over the other. So it stinks. So somewhere like New York, I think that you're well off there, which is great. Especially with trans healthcare, that's so important, and that should never, something that should never be rolled back for children or adults, which they're trying to do in a lot of the red states. Yeah, Astro Kraken said something great. Nature is very famously indifferent to anyone's personal virtue. Yes. It doesn't spare people necessarily. It's not like we have another planet. Yeah, like, whenever they talk about, like, terraforming another planet, I'm like, why don't we just, like, help this one instead, please? Like, we have this beautiful planet. Like, we have an awesome planet. Yeah, I agree, Alice. Because I'm a writer by trade, so I'm scared all the time. Yeah, I'm scared all the time that I'll become, like... I mean, I think real writing and real art and real creation from people will never really become obsolete, but in terms of, like, corporations and companies you may work for, they may consider it because they have no soul. Just, like, be frank about it. Like, they have no soul. They have no integrity. They don't care. They only care about time and profits. They don't care about, like, the people who are passionate about, like... Because, like, with me, like, I am passionate about writing. I'm super passionate about it. And I'm passionate about art. But I specifically spent years of my life looking for a job where I could write because it's something I'm passionate about. Something I was like, okay, yeah, I can work doing that. Like, that's something that I can tolerate in a corporate environment. Because I've done all kinds of things before. I take solace in the fact that None of the startup AI firms aren't making money. Yeah, so hopefully the AI bubble will burst like it did with crypto. We will see. I think time will tell. We will see about it. Yes, I do sing my favorite song. Yay! History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man. Yeah, for sure. I get worried when the AI starts taking shit about the corporations that made them. Even then, that will be base. Yeah. It's like, I don't know if, like, we'd have a sort of Terminator situation. I mean, obviously I would never want that. Like, Skynet has become self-aware. I doubt that I explored everything there is to explore here. This is where I defeated that dragon. Oop, there's some kind of item. Grave cricket. Oh, that's interesting. This can't be all there is. But then again, I'm like going real fast. I'm like, gotta go fast. But yeah, I definitely think the blue is caused both by Trina's presence and the like grave liqueur, which is like that deep blue color, and then with Trina's like lavender, it creates that deep velvety purple. So I think it's those two things put together. You can see the ships slash like graves like all over here. Really? Isn't I forget his name. It's the dragon. It's one Egon is mad at. Bale? Bale? Is it Bale? The Dread? So yeah, okay, so there are things that I need to do here. Yep, Bale. Okay. Was I right? I don't know. Bale, okay. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm ready for Bale. I mean, I've defeated, and then I have the Shadow Keep. But I'm thinking, oh, I think I spilled a little myself. Ignore the little spillage here on the chest. I spilled a little of my Saint Trina. For all the new people, I mean, there's not much of it left, but I made a cocktail that I call the Saint Trina. And it is purple gin. It's like Empress 1908 gin with lavender simple syrup and elderflower tonic. I think it needs another ingredient, though, to really make it pop. I'm thinking like a little lemon, but maybe something else. The simple syrup is like holding it together because otherwise it'd be like, ooh, the floral aspects of it like really like kick you in the face. But then the lavender syrup, it's still floral, but it's like sweet too. It has like a depth of delicious sweetness. But it was important for me to make the Saint Trina a floral drink because she has a flower. She has the Trina's lily and now that deep purple lily. I think I went down there already, yeah. And this is where Mikola abandoned his love. Like, it's like, I think, what do you guys think about the Mikola story? People have very mixed feelings about it, and I think my personal crowd here, I think will have some really interesting takes on it. The takes that I think are funny, personally, like, I do know I got spoiled in the end boss. I'm at peace with that now, because I've been taking quite a while to play this game. So I'm like at this point, it's like, kind of at peace with that. There's Bale. But like all the like Radon bros that are like, no. I think that's so funny. I'm like, oh no, you're so mad that he's Mikola's little meow meow. Oh no, you're very upset, aren't you? Uh-oh, your Chad man is another man's consort. Sorry, it makes me pretty happy. I'm like, F you. Wow! Saint Trina disciples, come back! They're so obsessed with her. I have a theory that Trina also has like the Mikola level charm because everyone's like obsessed with her. Like, not healthy. I know, no more Chad man. I mean, he can be your Chad, but he's also my little meow meow. Sorry, it's like one of my favorite, I like love it. But I heard one theory the other day, and I don't know if I properly understood the the post, because I think the wording that they gave was really confusing. But I think they kind of theorized that like Miyazaki and co read a lot of the fan theories and whoa, and personally, whoa, look at them fingers, and retconned a lot of the Mikola theories. I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm wrong, like it could be true, but that would suck. Like I actually think that kind of sucks. I think it's okay when people guess things accurately. It means you made like it means that you hinted at things properly. But also, like, I will be honest to say that there are some hints, like with the, I think it's the, I don't know if it's the bewitching branch or the beguiling branch. But it seems like, Mikola's ability, I just got fisted! Like, Mikola's ability to charm, it seemed really unsettling. Oh, the middle finger! He gave me the middle finger, you guys! Mean! Ah! Oh, fingers, my loathed. Ah! Okay. Okay. I don't know. There's somebody said something about Mikola. I still like Mikola, but in a way that, like, I know that he did wrong, but I enjoy his wrong. But it's more like I think he's a fascinating character. Like, that's why I like him as a character. Let's see. There's a Mikola scene in one of the old trailers of DLC. It never happens here. So maybe they did change stuff. Oh, no. That really sucks, because, like, Mikolas did seem like one of the few truly well-meaning characters, and I still don't think that this story necessarily retcons the fact that his intention was to help his sister and to kind of create this world where, like, no matter what type of, like, person you were or what species you were, you wouldn't be discriminated against. I truly still believe that, but I do also think that he got desperate, and in his desperation he gave away everything, including things he should never have given away. No item ahead. Okay, I'm just gonna trust and believe that. But that's why it makes it into this like this sad and really deep and rich tragedy. Do you remember the Mikola and Melania statue in the Erdtree? Yes, I do. The bewitching branch when I started not to buy into Mikola. Yeah, I do think that he's still extremely benevolent, but he knew that he could compel people's affections. But here, it's like, when he stepped into the Shadow Realm, I think that he started to really wield that to his own intentions. Like, he really said F it, I think. Because, like, you know how, like, I mean, I've experienced this personally, like, when you try so hard but nothing works, and you just get desperate. And in your desperation, sometimes you make mistakes. You know? And sometimes you do things that, like, you never thought that you'd be capable of, you know? I think that was it. He was just so desperate. He's like, there's nothing else for it, so I might as well, like, become more like my mother, which is such a shame. Like, what a tragedy. Behold, tranquility. Yeah, for sure. But that's what makes this a tragedy, and that's why I still think Mikola is such, like, an interesting character. Like, he did some wrongs. Don't get me wrong. I do wonder the Eclipse stuff. I do wonder if the Eclipse stuff about the soulless brother was actually about Radon at all, rather than being Godwyn. Yeah, actually that's interesting. I do think it's about Godwyn, but here's the thing. I think that it's about Godwyn because what it does is it drives his desperation forward, because as I just mentioned, like, the boy was desperate. Like, he would do anything to cure his sister, and, like, imagine, like, centuries, millennia, eons, nothing working to help his sister. Nothing. Everything he did, like, he made the Mikola's needle, he made the unalloyed gold armor, he created Mikola's Erdtree. He put himself into a tree and watered it with his blood so that hopefully that would ascend him into godhood. Guess what? That didn't work. nothing worked. And so I think he was just like, nah, okay. Oh my god. The beauty of this game. Wow, the contrast of the blue with that flaming red sky. Sorry, I'm just gonna enjoy that. I just wanted to enjoy that for a good second. That was beautiful. That was a stunning experience. But like, yeah, I think that his desperation led him to places where he never should have gone. Like places where like even I don't think Melania would have probably approved of. You know, she'd have been like, what are you doing? Grace ahead. Ah, fingers. The McRib! Actually, did you know that I had at one of the, I mentioned that I did a lot of different jobs. I did a lot of customer service, like a lot of customer service. And in that experience, I had one job where I could kind of create my own, coupon codes for the company that I worked for. So that, like, if say somebody like was like threatening to leave, or they were like, oh my god, or if they're like, hey, I can't afford to renew, I'd be like, hey, let me see if I can help you with that. And then sometimes I would have my own coupon code, and I'd be like, hey, why don't you put down the McD coupon code, it'll save you some money, you know? But that was my favorite thing to do. Like, come on, like, just put in McD with fries and a drink. So yeah, it was my coupon code for a while. It saves some people money. So if they were like, oh my god, yeah, I'm going through some hardship, I can't like afford it, like, be like, hey, let me see if I can, like, if you can afford, like, I don't know what it was, like 15% off or whatever, like, here you go, enjoy. That one was good and bad, because after a while we weren't allowed to do that anymore. I was like, no! These help people renew, like, what are you gonna do? And we're like helping them out, we're getting money from it, we're getting plenty of money. They got, like, I think it got taken over by a larger company, and so we had less of that, like, small business mentality anymore, which kind of stink. Oh, I think this is the area that, Finger Ruins of Rhea. I think this is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Alright, ooh, okay. Got the 3-piece and the soda. You got fries and a drink. Use the McD coupon code. Okay. So, is this the area? I'm getting a headache. I hope it's just like stress going through my body and not me being sick from the boil water. I'm scared. My friends went, they had a long drive yesterday, so they're like, yeah, I think it's time, like, good time to go home. So I was like, yeah, agreed. Because they had these 2 sweet dogs, and, like, they'd be like, yeah, the dogs would be barking, and I don't know if you want that necessarily. I was like, yeah, and I only have, like, I think the boil water notice, I think it ends as of tomorrow. I need to double check. They're like, oh yeah, it ends Monday. I'm like, what does that mean? It ends, like when I wake up on Monday, can I drink the water? I was like, I really hope that that's the case. I think it is, because I think they fixed the water main, but I think they gave it a few extra days, just to make sure that, like, you're safe drinking the water, which I think is a good idea. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I felt a little, like, headachy and sweaty. What was I doing? Oh, I had an item from... Was it a key item? I forgot what his name was. Alright, hold on. Let me brush up, because it's been a few weeks, and as I've mentioned before, my brain... It's Emir! I should have known that name! Emir, High Priest. So, I went to Emir, and he was like, hey, you should go to this spot and do this thing. I think he gave me a bell? He gave me some kind of item. Alright, Emir. And he was just like, look at me, I'm totally normal. So I'm like, okay, Emir, sure. Sure. Record of crafting techniques left by a disciple who pursued the teachings of the Saint of Sleep. Yet what seemed a gentle sleep at first ripened into velvet. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Eternal sleeping pod. Oh, and what I was asking before is, like, do you think that they did retcon the story to make Mikola, like, evil? I think that's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't have enough evidence to make a decision either way. I will tell you that I would be very sad if they did. you know, likely, but still. Okay, holy necklace. Oh wow, they gave me a strange flute. Pale blue necklace made from a thin, elongated stone hollowed out from the inside. Use it a hollowed ruin to sound a hanging bell. It was the teaching of Count Emir. The fate of one who sounds the hanging bell will be guided by the stars. Okay, so is this the place that he told me about? Totally not sus at all, Emir. But I kind of like him. It's weird. I like him in a way. Even if he's devious, you know? You're the most devious bastard in New York City. No, it seems like George R. R. Martin's thing along with the incest. Oh, yeah, I was thinking like the, you know, Radon being the consort. I'm like, that seems like it has George R. R. Martin written on it. Sophie came into the stream a couple of weeks ago. And I think she kind of suggested that she thought that it was more Miyazaki. Which is interesting. I, like, trust most of what Sophie says. Sophie's so smart. I remember watching this, like, podcast that she and Sin did about, like, before Sekiro ever came out. I don't even know if that podcast is still up. But she was talking about, like, really, like, they showed an arena for, like, a half a second. And it was, I think, Madame Butterfly's arena. And she, like, correctly predicted exactly what would happen there. And I was like, okay, I just gotta believe, like, pretty much everything you say. Have you seen his scene in the graveyard? I don't think so. Is that Mikola's scene? Or Emir's scene? I only just met Emir. I don't think anyone ships AAA games these days without already knowing what the DLC is. Maybe. And I feel like, again, with the Bewitching branch, I think that was a hint. And even the, I do wish it was more Godwin, though. But I think that in the end, when you look at it in retrospect, Godwin's story really was told. I mean, Radon's story could have been told, too. But I do think it's interesting that they had a promise. Like, I don't know what the promise is. But, like, they had some kind of a mutual agreement there. That's another thing that the Chad dudes, like, the Radon Chad dudes, like, refused to, like, realize. That, like, they had it was an agreement. It was mutual. Yeah, Godwin can't come back because his soul is gone. And I think Mikola tried, and that was one of Mikola's things that he tried and failed. A lot of people are just like, oh, it's his naivete. I think that's part of it, but I don't think that's all of it. So, for example, I don't think it was naivete that led him to attempt all these, like, kind of noble things. I think it was more like his legitimate desire to do good, and in the end, he was kind of like, whatever, I'll do whatever it takes. And in the process, lost everything that made him what he was, which is tragic and sad. That sounds very From Software, too, when you look at some of the older characters that we know about. Think of, like, Artorias. Like, Artorias had a very noble desire to curb the Abyss, but the Abyss was too strong, and it corrupted him. You know? And we love Artorias. Like, Artorias is still good. All evidence shows that, but the thing is, he still fights us, and he was still overtaken by the Abyss. I mean, Artorias is more of a victim, whereas Mikola, it was way more calculated. Like, Mikola as a character is extremely calculating, and that's why I think he's one of the reasons why it's so interesting. Yeah, his soul is gone. The Godwin soul is gone. He's gone. He gazed into the Abyss too long, and the Abyss gazed back for sure. He got overtaken by Manus's influence. And another thing that's so interesting, one thing I loved, like, Dark Souls 1, I can't say a love-hate relationship with, but I can say that I struggled quite heavily with it. Let's go to item type. I struggled pretty heavily with Dark Souls 1, but I loved Artorias of the Abyss DLC. Although I think Manus was a little too difficult. I ended up using Sif to help me, which was, oh, so good. But so tragic, because Sif was, like, injured in the end, and you're like, oh, Sif. Artorias was, a nearly perfect battle for Dark Souls 1. What was I saying? I'm so sorry. I forget things. Yeah, what was I saying? But it was, like, the perfect DLC. Like, I had trouble with DS1, but the Artorias of the Abyss DLC was, like, a nearly perfect experience, and I think it set the standard for DLCs from Software since then. So I can't... I can't equip this flute. Yeah, that's really odd. That's strange. I wonder whose decision that is. Time for fingers. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh no, do I use the flute down here? Build fingers. Sure, time for fingers. Here we go. Fingers ahead, therefore offer a hole. There's a fine note. Group ahead, thank you. Something practical. You don't need to equip the flute. Okay. Ooh! Thank you for the nightmares. Thank you for the venom. No, I'm just unwilling. Is there a boss down here? Oh no! I'm using up all my magic, so I gotta be conservative with my magic. Oh, neat. Okay, that's fine. I was fine. Oh my god, well, I mean, Ryan correct, but still. Yeah. 3 cheers for sweet finger killings. Welcome to the finger parade. Try fire. Oh no, I don't have any fire. Oh no! Scared. My target lock. First off life. Oh no. What the hell? How about... No. I feel like Ymir's kind of like Raya, where she's like, I'm definitely a 100% human friend. You're like, you're my friend. Human is subjective. Oh, what's up here? Coffin ahead? Coffin ahead. But we wear the fingers! What are with these coffins? I think, yeah, there's something about the coffins. I saw one at Manus Matir. Why does always fingers? Ah, no item ahead. Be wary of up. Oh no. I don't like it. I don't! Oh, and I have like 200 grand in runes now. No, I don't like you. Mean. How dare you move out of the way of my blast. Oh, where? Oh my god. Oh my god. It wasn't even the one that I thought. That was like horrific. Ah! Ah, fisted! Excuse me, I did not tell you that you could fist me that time. It's unfair to fist me when I don't want to be fisted, okay? It's so rude to me! Ugh. This is so gross! Definitely my most dreaded. My... Oh, fingers, my most loathed. Ah, neat. Okay. Like, I did not... This is not wholesome. Okay, so there are coffins. Maybe, did I even need to do this? Oh, should I? like the mausoleums. Oh. Okay. Oh, sorry. Like, I can duplicate the remembrances. Should I duplicate any of them? Like, is it worth it? Fisto! Alright, okay. We'll go back to the finger ruins of Rhea. And we'll investigate. I don't even know if this was the correct finger ruins that Emir talked about, but I still have the cocktail. Yeah, this is good. It needs something, though. I might try it with, like, lemon juice, because I still have all my supplies. So maybe... But I think I need to be in a certain mood to enjoy the Saint Trina. Wait until you get all the remembrances, then duplicate the ones you want the most. That's a good idea, Pastor Muppets. Because I'm stubborn. Frankie and everybody knows it. That I just keep all of them for the... Mainly for the lore reasons, because, like, I treat it like a library where I go back to it. I'm like, oh, okay, this one will tell me about this character. So I like to keep it for that precise reason, so I don't get the weapons and stuff. Yeah, and I think this one replenishes you. Hopefully. No? Well. Was there a big one over here? No, there was that weird thing. What are those? What is that? It's like a big salamander. I don't like it. Precious item ahead, therefore seek coffin. Okay. Well, I went there already, so now I know that it exists. Hopefully I remember. On one hand, I want to know how these guys attack, but on the other, I don't. The other, I'm like, eh. Oh, God, look at it. What are you? Are you like one of those? Oh, you look like the flute. You use death magic. Interesting. What is that? What are you? What is that? Oh, I feel so unsettled. This is very unsettling. Be wary of ranged battle, therefore try left. I'm sure that's a great message. I'm gonna applaud that. Liar ahead. Okay. Ranged battle. Is there gonna be like a magma worm? What? Is there like a major boss? What? These little like... Well, I forgot the vegetable name. They're artichokes. These are artichokes. Look at the little artichokes in the ground. Look at you. Look at you, artichokes. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. What is this? Oh no. Did I go into the place where I shouldn't have gone? Is he coming? Yeah, alright. So I can use my horse. I think R'hllana? I'm not sure which. Yeah, I still need to give you R'hllana's swords. Or you mean R'hllana's? Ah, that sounds fun. He probably meant R'hllana. Yeah, it's confusing. I'm on an artichoke right now. Look at me. I'm on an artichoke right now. What is here? What is this? Are they eggs? What is here? Oh, this is such a weird place. Oh. What is this? Sorry, I'm like flipping. What even? Oh, maybe I need to go to the center of the fingers. Oh my god. Okay. Definitely looks... You know what that looks like? Do you know what that friggin' looks like as a fingerprint? That looks like a fingerprint, like on your little finger. So I'm very excited. I'm very, like, entertained by, like, little bits of lore. Lore relevant names, like, you know, Big Hat Logan, who was named as such because he wears a big fucking hat. I love that, but then there's also, like, the, you know, lost children of antiquity. And then you have that snake ball. Oh, I got ID'd for buying simple syrup today. But I was at a liquor store and, like, you could tell that, like, the people working there had been, like, affected by the storm. They were all exhausted. They'd all had it. And the woman goes, like, would you be flattered if I asked for your ID? And I was like, oh, yes. And then she checked my age and she goes, oh, wow, okay. Because, like, I do get flattered when I get carded, because in the United States you need to be 21 to drink. But at the same time, I haven't been 21 for a while. It's been a long time. So if somebody asks me, it's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, yes, my ID. My photo looks terrible, but sure, here you go, you know? Honestly, I think part of it's just having, like, I got lucky with my genes. But then also, I don't go out in the sun a lot. I only smoke occasional cigars, but I don't smoke regularly at all. I try to eat right. Try. Oh, is this where I need to go? Or I need to play that flute? Okay, okay, okay. Behold, precious item. Offer hole! Fingers! Sometimes I, like, love, you know, Souls people. I think of, like, all the fandom Souls fans are, like, some of my favorites. It's actually kind of, like, I'm gonna be that person, but say it's kind of a shame that this game got so mainstream, because I think it let some unsavory folks in. But I say that because one of my favorite creators right now, like, had to put her account on private, and these, like, dudes are questioning her, like, credentials as, like, a game UX person, and I'm like, these people need to shut up. Like, she's good at what she does, she knows her stuff, like, I don't question her for that reason. Like, she's been reliable for years and years and years, like, perhaps you were the baddie. But, like, where... Was it a key item? Was it? I'm so very confused. Ah, here it is. Okay, 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 okay. I can't use it. Use at a hallowed ruin to sound a hanging bell. Okay. Is it here? Oh, thank you. Ah, I'm so happy. Oh, Frankie, I've been working on your art as well. So I finally got to the point where I can do flat color. It's taken me so long. It's been oh, there it is. It's been troubling me. But, like, yeah, I'm getting there. It's been such a slow crawl. Neat. Crimson Seed Talisman. What is that? Okay. Oh, it's this one here. Greatly boosts HP restoration from Flask of Crimson. Ooh, that's a good one, I think. Sorry. I think I'm going to replace the physical damage with that one, because I really like it. I like that very much. Okay. Do I just go back to Emir? I'm gonna probably go back to Emir. Yeah, you've been, like, honestly, like, I've been telling everyone, like, you're an angel and a saint for being so patient with me. I hate how long I'm taking with this, because normally, like, I don't take as long. But then again, this is one of my more detailed pieces. I just finished, a piece for a zine, which I just posted about today. But that one was really detailed, too, so that one took me, like, it was, like, a couple months. I really envy the people that, oh my god, sorry. I envy the people that I know of that can at least make, like, a simple piece of digital art in, like, an hour. And yeah, you know, I really do envy them. And they're good. It's good stuff. It's, like, simple and not super detailed, but, like, oh, it's good quality. Their style's lovely, and I'm like, I wish I could be you. If, a nail stone. Like, when I do, say, like, a sketch in, like, a sketchbook, or a drawing or a rendered painting or something with marker, it takes a lot less time. For some reason, digital takes me forever. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist in digital as well. Elden Ring is a curse and a blessing. I said this last time, but I wouldn't have found you. Yeah, Sinclair lore and more femme trans streamers. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I really appreciate and love, like, the corner of Elden Ring, like, fandom that I'm in. Like, I'm so blessed. Like, I'm blessed to be in, like, the heavy LGBT, heavy, like, pro-trans, group of people. Stomach, oh no, what's happening there? Yeah, like, I've been discovering Bloodborne and getting into the Souls games, like, has been one of the greatest gifts of my entire life. I wouldn't have, like, I mean this completely. I wouldn't give it away for anything. There was a period where I thought I'd lost myself. Like, I'll be honest, like, I genuinely thought I just lost myself as a person, and I thought there was nothing that could get it back, and, like, getting into Souls and, like, having my own friends and building my own friendships from it, where I didn't really have, like, I'd lost, like, my own individual friendships in favor of, like, a group situation, like, doing that, like, has helped me to just find who I, like, just seek who I am again, and, like, become, like, kind of grow into myself as an individual, and I couldn't be more grateful for it, like, seriously. And I know that, like, there are some genuinely bad eggs out there. Oh, crap! Like this friggin' hand! Ugh. Let's try that new talisman. Yeah, like, it's just one of the best decisions I've ever made. I don't say that lightly, and I say that, like, completely with my whole chest. You know. Oh, furry arts kept you afloat financially? I love that! I want to know, like, where the well-off furries are. Like, where are you? Where are you? I would love to, like, I've never done furry art. Like, furry's not, like, it's not, like, exactly my thing, although I would say if you, like, put Blythe or Malakath and was like, would you on Thursday? Like, yeah! Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's like, I'm not a furry butt. But I've gotten to know, like, I've gotten to know a few furries in my time, and I really like them as people. They're good people. And, like, a lot of the people who are like, yeah, like, all the furry artists who are like, yeah, I pay my bills with furry. I'm like, I love these people. They're great. They sound awesome. I don't care. And apparently, like, a lot of them are in, like, tech, and I'm just like, dudes and women and, like, all the furries. It's just great. Oh yeah, thank you, Alice, for upholding that too. And, like, yeah, it's like, it's been so meaningful, and, like, I've been loving knowing, like, about Sophie's journey as well, and, like, I've gone on my own journey, especially since the pandemic, like, like finding myself as an individual and having words to like describe who I am, that's been such a different thing that like who knew? I certainly didn't, you know? Oh really? Oh my god, I love that. I love that, Alex. Sorry. Oh my god. I said Alex. Alice. Sorry, I was stupid. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're really nice. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if like sometimes like stereotypes like. I mean, I feel like if people outside the community stereotype, it can be really harmful, and stereotypes can be harmful. But then sometimes you're just like, yeah, like sometimes in yourself, you're like, I'm kind of a stereotype in this respect. But if you see it like in yourself and you can laugh about it, that's one thing. Other people know. If you're like outside the community, like don't do it. Ooh. Emir, the completely normal person. Ooh. Oh, you know what would be helpful right now? Oh, lantern. Miss Lantern. All right. Yeah, I think that one of the problems with this going mainstream is that, like, just sometimes, like, some of the, I don't know, I just notice a lot of, like, the bro dudes, I guess, like, and I know that, like, obviously, like, I'm blessed to know a lot of, like, really, really sweet men, actually, like, I'm really lucky individually, but, like, some of the, like, bro type of dudes who, like, are against, say, like, women in gaming, or, like, all of the LGBT in gaming, like, those people have kind of seeped into the community, and I don't love that. But there's nothing I can do.
Another bad dream, Yuri. Wipe that rotten thing out of your mind. That tangled mess can't hurt you.
Ymir and Yuri. Hey girl, hey.
Be gone. There is nothing more to say.
I remember she had a sister. Yeah, I feel like it's been forever since I've been here, but I remember she had a sister. And then talk to Ymir.
Oh, there you are. The exalted timbre of the bell has reached these ears of mine. Gracious, the starry sky is wondrous tonight indeed. Only your fate shines brighter. Now, these are for you. Think nothing of it. I have made my decision to be of help. May the gleaming stars guide you evermore. I fear that you have borne witness to the whole of it. The conceits, the hypocrisy of the world built upon the Erdtree. The follies of men. Their bitter suffering. Is there no hope for redemption? The answer, sadly, is clear. There never was any hope. They were each of them defective, unhinged from the start. Marika herself, and the fingers that guided her. And this is what troubles me. No matter our efforts, if the roots are rotten, then we have little recourse. Ever young Mikola saw things for what they were. He knew that his bloodline was tainted, his roots mired in madness. A tragedy if ever there was one. That he would feel compelled to renounce everything when the blame lay squarely with the mother.
It's just sort of like Ymir is really, like, he's odd, but he's also right. And, like, it is a shame, and I think it kind of points toward the theory that I had as well, that, like, Mikola was really well-meaning, and he knew that his family was deeply plagued with problems, and were unfit to rule, but then he abandoned everything that made him fit to rule in order to seek power. Like, like, I agree, it's a tragedy. Did I have that? Yep. Oh boy. Do I have these? Number held, 1. So I do have them. What about this? Oh, wow. Glintstone nails. Fires multiple shattering magic nails. Oh, that's cool. How much are these costing? 12,000? I got it. I got the money.
May the gleaming stars guide you evermore.
Like, he's definitely like a weirdo, but he's right. Maps to old ruins received. Check in inventory. Alright, and then I had something. I got something else. There was like a. What is it? Like a I got a bada bing, a bada boom. I don't know what type of item it is, but I'll look for it. Oy. Okay. New talisman. Thank you. Probably a key item as well. So there we go. Oh, I saw the little exclamation point. There it is. A shortens casting speed for sorcery and incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken. Oh no, because I do have a shortens casting time talisman. The Italian talisman, yes! I love it. A talisman depicting a wizened hand gently gripping a glintstone. Shortens casting speed for sorcery and incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken. Count Ymir was known for his recitation. One need only envision the romance of the stars above with adoration for stardust in one's heart to become a great sorcerer. Do so, and you will know love. What does that mean? That sounds like nonsense. One need only envision the romance of the stars above with adoration for the stardust in one's heart. Yeah, we are made of stardust to become a great sorcerer. Okay, so you just have to like revere the fact that you are made of those stars, and then you know that the sorcery is within you. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's good, but I don't like the damage taken bit. That scares me because I'm already a very squishy character. And what would the other be? Maybe a key item? Merida, you're right. I love how that word is like very... It's similar except in English. It's like shit. But then in like Spanish it's mierda. And then in French it's like merde. Is it merda in Italian? That's so funny. But then in Japanese it's shimata, and that's how I knew. And apparently the my friends, they studied, who I stayed with during the evacuation, they studied in Korea for a while. Like they were English teachers in Korea, so they learned some Korean. And then they pointed, we were watching Korean dramas, and they pointed at that shh when they go shh. It like is usually like short for something that sounds like shit, and I'm like, I love being educated. Educating. Oh, where was the map? So it was a map. Would this be? Yeah. A simple old map, faded and nerdy, acquired by Count Ymir, High Priest. Oh, it's Shiza. Yes, you're right. You're right, Pastor Muppets. Indicates another hallowed ruin apart from the one shown on the first map. May the gleaming stars guide you evermore. Okay, so yes, this is the one we discovered. That one I think is up in the north. Yes, this one's here. I can probably go to it. Maybe can I? It looks like I would have to go through the Shadow Keep, but there might be a way for me to skip it. So yeah, I guess I would continue to do Ymir's quest after. So I'm like, I am familiar with Shiza. I like it because like my like immature little ass would always ask people like who knew different languages. I'm like, can you teach me the swears first? But like it's cute because like my friends were always just like eager to teach. I love that. It was like I was eager to learn. I wanted to know every language, and I'm sad because I don't retain a lot of the language knowledge that I do have. It's one of the great sadnesses of my life. The closest I got, I used to know conversational Spanish. I've lost most of it. Oh my god, what happened? Oh yeah, so I was at the Yu-Gi-Oh event couple weeks ago, no, 1 week ago. Sorry, like my concept of time has been trashed by the hurricanes. It was 1 week ago. I was at the Yu-Gi-Oh event. The Yu-Gi-Oh event, and then what was I saying? Oh, I was asking for towels, and the sweet person from the hotel, they were like the receptionist at the hotel was like trying to speak to one of the maintenance folks, and he was doing it in Spanish, and then like he turned to me and I like asked for the towels in Spanish, and he goes, "Oh, do you speak Spanish?" I was like, "Yeah," and like for some reason, because I was pretty drunk, I remembered it. And I'm like, when I'm sober, I'm gonna forget all this. And I was able to like make my request perfectly clearly. And then I was like, I would never remember this when I'm sober. And it made me so sad. I was like, I'm never gonna retain this information. But yeah, at one point I knew conversational Spanish. I knew like at least the basics of Japanese, which I can still, for both languages, I can still kind of understand. But I struggled to speak it. People who know like second and third languages probably understand. Like it's much easier to listen to somebody and get it than to actually speak it. So that's really sad. But I personally, like, even since I was a kid, I really liked the Spanish language. And I really liked the Japanese language, like, from when I was younger, because I mean, it sounds so stereotypical, but, like, I got into anime. And I like anime. So, I wonder, does Egon say anything else? We'll check it out. I don't think I have time for another ruin. I think I'll stop really, really soon. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. How do you pronounce it? It's like, oh, katso. Is it katso? Because the two Z's? I mean, obviously you speak it fluently, so it's your first language, presumably. That's hilarious. I love that. So it's more like a descriptor, like, of... Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. So it's probably the same. So yeah, I think... So, okay, so next week... Oh, my goodness. So nothing new from Egon. So next week, hopefully, if no third hurricane hits, which they're thinking, I should hopefully be in Vegas / the West Coast. Hopefully, and so I won't stream next week, but hopefully everything will be fine, and I think I can probably resume a normal schedule the week after. So yeah, I think I'll end it here. I think this is a good time for it. It's pretty late, and I kind of need to get my head screwed on correctly to go to work. It's been nice to have the 2 weekend days off, though, because my brain's been really scrambled, and, like, I apologize to everybody that, like, I've been very scatterbrained and, like, very messy in my communication, and, like, yeah, it's all on me for being, like, extremely scatterbrained at this moment, and yeah, so I'm doing what I can, and so yeah, hopefully next time will be better. We'll see. I don't know. But it's good to hope, isn't it? So yeah, next time I'll figure out, like, if I want to do more mini dungeons, we'll do that. This time I think it was pretty productive. We did that, did the Bellarat jail and a little bit for Countermere, so that's good. But yeah, I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you all have a good week ahead. Bye-bye.